The next one we're going to talk about here is the Ivy Lee method. Okay? And when we delve into this tried and true productivity technique known as the Ivy Lee method, this time management strategy named after a productivity consultant called Ivy Ledbetter Lee, has been aiding professionals for over a century. Despite its simplicity, this method remains one of the most effective ways to prioritize tasks and enhance productivity. You may be saying, well, never heard of this. How am I going to understand this? Well, I can tell you now. This is how you're going to understand it. Because at its core, the Ivy Lee method involves identifying a few key tasks each day and focusing solely on those tasks in order of importance. How does it work? Well, at the end of each work day, write down the 6 most important tasks to accomplish the following day. Okay, a little bit different. These tasks should contribute to your critical projects and long-term goals. You're limiting the list to 6 tasks. Okay? Be selective about where you direct your time and your energy. It's important, it's key. Then prioritize these 6 tasks into order of importance. The first task on your list should be the most critical one, the task that will have the most significant impact on your work or your goals. All right? And then start the next day by focusing on the first task. Work on the first task until it is completed before moving on to the second task. Bear in mind this, if interruptions occur, return to the task as soon as possible. Then repeat this process throughout the day. As you complete each task, move to the next one, and so on and so forth. Keep moving along your list. Then at the end of the day, move any unfinished tasks to the list for the next day. And then if there's less than 6 on it, you can add some, but begin the process by identifying and prioritizing the next 6 tasks the following day, and off we go again. The power of the Ivy Lee method, okay, and the beauty of the Ivy Lee method lies in its simplicity. When we focus just on 6 tasks, this approach discourages multitasking. It promotes deep work, allowing you to give your undivided attention to each task, which is so important. But the method, for me, fosters intentionality. You're intending in your work, you're identifying, you're prioritizing the tasks. And like before, you're creating a plan for the day before it starts. You're approaching, minimizing decision fatigue and procrastination. And as each day starts, you have a clear action plan. Furthermore, the Ivy Lee method encourages you to focus on quality over quantity. By limiting your list to 6 items, you're forced to identify the tasks that will have the most significant impact. And this aligns with the Pareto principle we talked about earlier, the 80-20 rule, which states that 80% of our results come from 20% of our actions. So finally, the method provides a sense of accomplishment, and as you physically cross over, complete the tasks, enhance your motivation, and ultimately lead to better satisfaction. But how do we integrate the Ivy Lee method into your productivity plan? Well, the Ivy Lee method is powerful on its own, so it can also complement other productivity techniques. For instance, you can use Eisenhower box or the ABC method to identify and categorize tasks, and then apply the Ivy Lee method to prioritize and schedule them. Okay? But incorporating the Ivy Lee method into your productivity toolbox can help you streamline your workload, foster focus, and drive significant progress towards your goals. So as you continue your journey towards better time management and personal productivity, the simple yet effective method can be a valuable ally in transforming your approach to work and achieving a greater sense of balance and satisfaction in your professional and your personal life, which is what we're trying to achieve. So there's lots of methods in there that can really help you to move forward. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Lesson 6 is short-term and long-term planning. I'll see you in that lesson. Take care. Bye-bye.